The revenue websites that we all use, that we all trust wholeheartedly, unequivocally, unconditionally, to provide us with the most accurate speculation with regards to individual game revenue, have been lying to us. Maybe it was intentional, maybe it wasn't, but some games have been noticeably underreported. Chao and Wuthering Waves specifically. This isn't talking about the time that Wuwa's revenue was frozen or that other time that Wuwa's revenue was frozen, leading to inaccurate reports on both occasions. Now, those were just coincidences. This is concerning the revenue for September 2024, which saw a significant projected decline, but on the contrary, saw a small dip in a month that featured Shang Liao, a free character, and 2 days worth of Shorekeeper. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at this and see what the general consensus is around the community. Now, if this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the little bell notification, that way you remain up to date with every single thing that I post, and I post daily. Do not miss out. On the 1st of September, or the 1st of every single month, rather, a thread is made over on the Gacha Gaming subreddit that uses the gacharevenue.com website as a basis for revenue pertaining to each and every single game. Gacha revenue pulls directly from Sensor Tower, and Sensor Tower is more speculation rather than fact in terms of total revenue and downloads for each respective game. This spawns what is considered the monthly PvP between not only gacha games, but also each respective community. The revenue that was reported over on the Gacha Gaming subreddit lists Wuthering Waves as having made $6.7 million. It also lists Chao, which is a brand new Chinese gacha game, at $2.7 million. I said in the video I did on this, that was actually a pretty good opening given how long the game had been online and available within China. However, after being tagged over on Twitter concerning a tweet that Wuwa Universe made, that went on to show Sensor Tower yesterday versus Sensor Tower now. Misinformation spread successfully, still not a reliable source anyway. I decided to look a little bit deeper into this, especially given there were so many different comments here claiming that there was a drastic underreporting. Navigating on over to the gacharevenue.com website, which is where all of this is pulled from, today we see once again Wuthering Waves was at 6.75 million, and today Wuthering Waves is at 10.5 million. That is a $4 million increase, or rather than having a $7 million decrease, features only a $3 million decrease. While a decrease nonetheless, it is no way near as significant or severe as people were claiming and websites like Gacha Revenue and Sensor Tower were reporting. Scrolling down, we can also see that Chao opened at $5.5 million rather than $2.75 million, both receiving almost, if not $3 million minimum increases. Even though this was reported on Twitter by hundreds, thousands of people, even though people have been submitting posts to the Gacha Gaming subreddit, leaving comments on the actual thread over on the Gacha Gaming subreddit, moderators have not posted a sticky comment. They have not posted an update concerning this. They've not taken down the revenue report. They've not updated it, posted an update. There have been no updates allowed on the subreddit at all, but thankfully that's what Twitter is for. Let's take a look at some of what Twitter was saying. Before we go any further, let me take a moment here to thank my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are phenomenal, and I can't thank you all enough for the support. Now let's keep talking. The world if people stopped using Sensor Tower to spread misinformation. Mobile isn't the main medium anyway, which is true. I held a poll, actually 3 different polls like this, and it was overwhelmingly 65 to 75% of the people that voted were all PC players out of 30 to 40,000 people that participated. The whole thing was wrong. Both Chao and Wuwa had their revenue cut in half until today's update. Probably the other games too, but I only paid attention to those two. They literally divided half of the revenue from August global and Chinese revenue for September revenue. I do see that. That is interesting. It actually made $11 million. Now I genuinely lost all my trust for Sensor Tower. I have seen it actually fluctuating between the 10.5 to 11 million. Weird how Wuwa is the only game with changed numbers. How do we know that the new figures aren't the misinformation? That is also true. How do you suppose to explain this sensor tower? Number 3, top grossing in action. Number 4 in Wii game. Searching for Wuthering Waves, this image shows number 3 in top grossing in the action genre. Looking at Wii game, it actually shows Wuthering Waves above Black Myth Wukong. Look at this, and still somehow ZZZ earns quadruple the amount of Wuwa. The sensor tower is definitely bribed. We have Wuthering Waves at number 15 right now on the top charts. And then we have Genshin at number 26. Since some of you were still coping in the replies here, this is from today, from 29th of September to the 1st of October. On Sensor Tower, the Android revenue is missing for Wuwa. Started counting from today. That's when Shorekeeper released and most banned sales. Left US, right Japan. On the left, we have Wuwa at number 77. On the right, we have Wuwa at number 25. People are so bothered by revenue numbers instead of enjoying the game. I know, right? God damn. Also, isn't this mobile only? Most Wuwa players are on PC. That is also true. People keep coping thinking Wuwa is shutting down anytime soon when Tower Fantasy is still up and running after 2 years. It went up to $11 million now. Here is another post that says it went up to $11 million now. See, this is why I don't trust either Gacha revenue or Sensor Tower right now, because the numbers keep fluctuating. That is very concerning, not just for Wuthering Waves, but for every single game here. The numbers are fluctuating for Guilong Chao. The numbers could be misrepresented for all of these games. The updated Sensor Tower revenue now shows Wuthering Waves earning 11 million. This is why people shouldn't believe the numbers they post. It's all speculation. They just guess saying the game earned this much. Stop believing these false numbers instead of this play games. Shangli Yao making similar to Jaja being a free character. What the fuck? Shorekeeper has most of its revenue on October for some reason. I do notice that the spike here actually counts it from October 1st. I don't know if that's just because, yeah, actually, I have no idea. I have zero idea why that is the case. And that, guys, is why you do not trust these as a source, a legitimate source, because evidently the numbers can fluctuate wildly. I don't know why it seems to always be Wuthering Waves. That seems to be one of the direct targets, but I mean, what can you do? It's all just a happy coincidence. Either way, I'm happy to see that it only declined by roughly 3 million in a patch where Shangli Yao, the free character, was the only banner character available, with the exception of Shorekeeper from like 29th and 30th. I think this is fantastic. I thought even the 6.5 million that it was earning was good. I think all these games that are in the green did incredibly well. All these games in general did incredibly well. And even if Wuthering Waves drops to 6 million, 5 million, whatever, it's still making more than 95% of the other gacha games out there, which is at least several $million more than they need to continue to produce the quality game that they are. But again, guys, do not trust these numbers. They're all speculation, and I'm happy to be the one here bringing this to your guys' attention, because someone has to. Hey you, where do you think you're going? Don't you close out of this tab. I didn't give you permission to do that. Sit your ass back down. Click one of the 2 videos that are going to be on screen in just a moment, and keep watching my content. Keep enjoying my content.